Welcome back and thank you very much, Shemaye. They're talking to people, especially women, on menstrual hygiene awareness and to take us deeper into what we need to know, especially for women and children, growing adults that will soon see their menstruation. I have a health consultant with me here in the studio to talk to us more. Help me welcome Dr. Kosi Sochukwu-Ziagu. Kosi, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
All right. This is a very interesting topic we have before us this morning, especially for women and adults to be that will soon start seeing their menstruation. Okay. We are here to talk to ourselves and to enlighten ourselves more. When we talk about menstrual hygiene, what are we referring to?
Okay, so basically it means making sure that women and children have very safe and clean menstrual periods. So that means making sure they have the water to take care of themselves, they have soap, they have the products they need, and they know about their periods and they can take care of themselves properly to prevent infections.
Okay. You know, anytime women seeing their period, you know, there is this, you're not always comfortable, and there's a lot of misconceptions and taboos when it comes to menstrual hygiene. That is why you are here. Talk to us more about it and what we need to do as women and girls.
All right. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the fact that there are people that see women as impure when they are seeing their periods, but that is not true because menstruation is a biological process, just like sweating, urinating, having saliva, and that doesn't make the woman impure because certain people see it as impure. They don't want women to cook during these times. They don't want them to maybe pray during this time. But it is not an impurity because just like saying when you're sweating, you're impure. You get the gist.
So it's a normal cycle.
Obviously, it's a normal biological process in women, and that shouldn't make them impure.
And to add to it, as a woman of that age, if you don't even see your menses, it's a problem.
True.
It's a problem.
You definitely should see your menses. If you don't see your menses, you should be seeing your doctor.
Run to Dr. And now let's talk about some of the key factors to consider because we talked about the product to use. What are the key factors to consider in choosing your product?
Okay, first of all, you have to check the money in your pocket, obviously, because we have high-end products. We have products that can be expensive, even though they provide more comfort. So, can you afford this particular product? Also, you have to look at your cycle. Do you have heavy flow? If you have heavy flow, you should probably look for a sanitary product that would hold heavy flow. If you have lighter flow, you might look for a sanitary product that's lighter. Do you understand? Also, you also have to decide, okay, do I want to use something that is disposable or something that is reusable? Am I comfortable with using a reusable menstrual product, or am I irritated by that or something? Should I use a disposable menstrual period? So these are some things you should look at and consider while choosing a menstrual product.
Okay, now that we are here talking about menstrual hygiene. Hygiene is how to take care of ourselves to prevent any infection.
Yes.
Let's take this message to the rural areas now. You know, some of them, because of the reality on ground, there are no money to purchase some of these products. You see some of them using napkins, their clothes, their wrappers. As an expert, talk to us and let's enlighten ourselves more on that.
So first of all, in no condition should you use tissue, should you use serviette, should you cut wrapper from your clothes for your men. That is totally wrong, because what happens when you do this is that you have infections, and these infections, some can be treated, some that if you even delay treating can lead to infertility in the future. So what can we do? Because some of these women, they don't have, it's like we don't have any of that thing, but we shall have to hold our menstrual blood. So what I think that can be done is to subsidize menstrual products. The average Nigerian woman might not be able to afford the normal sanitary product that they need. So what can the government do? What can stakeholders do? Is to make these products very, very affordable. That is one. So the main way to fix it is to make it free. But we know we don't live in a perfect world, right? Obviously, in a perfect world, it would be to make it free. But since we don't live in a perfect world, it's to make it very subsidized in such a way that the woman in the village can buy it. The small girl that doesn't have a means of income can actually afford it. Because they can't afford it, they begin to use all these things that they shouldn't use, and then they end up in the hospital because they get infections. Yeah, they just.
Thank you. Now, talk to us more. How can we give us tips for maintaining proper hygiene.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So first, okay, proper hygiene during menstruation,
During
right?
menstrual.
Obviously, the first tip that everybody knows, that everybody should know, is that you should wash your hands before and after you put in your pad. So before you use it, make sure you wash your hand. After putting it, you wash. Because many people forget. Some people just open it and just put it like that. Now your hand may have collected several bacteria around, and then you're putting it there, and they're just transferring infection to yourself, which can be prevented, right? So the first step, please wash your hand. The next thing is that you should make sure you bath at least twice. Like you should bath more than twice. But let's say you don't like bathing, you don't like water, you don't like soap. At least twice during your every day during your menstrual period. Also, your pad, please never ever throw your pad inside like the toilet. We don't advise it, because what it's going to do is that it's going to block the toilet and cause some other problems. So when you change your pad, you wrap it in maybe a nylon, a tissue, wrap it properly and dispose it in the bin. Your pad should not have anything to do inside the toilet. Yes.
No, I won't let you go before you must provide an answer to this.
Okay.
You know, how often should we dispose our pad?
Okay.
You know, there are some persons, because they don't have a heavy flow, they can sit on it from morning till night. So how often should we dispose our menstrual pad?
So I usually say you shouldn't wear between 4 to 8 hours actually. So the minimum you should, if you don't have, let's say your pad is not stained, right? You should wear it at minimum of 4 hours to 8 hours. Anything more than that is, you're just probably going to give yourself an infection, because it's staying there, blood is accumulating, it's literally holding the blood that is coming out, and several infections can begin to happen. Several processes that you don't need in your body at that moment can begin to happen. So it's always advisable to wear it for at least 4 to 8 hours and then dispose it, please.
Okay. What role does proper sanitation and access to clean water plays in maintaining good menstrual hygiene? Okay,
it's very important actually, because first of all, if you don't have clean water, you probably wouldn't take your bath.
Yes.
Obviously, if the water is dirty, why would I go and bath dirty water? So it's very important that women and girls have access to clean water to take care of themselves. Also, I want to add some other thing, which is a very big problem in the society we have today, is that there are no proper places for women to change. Let's say you go to the market, you have a stain. You start looking around, where do I change? Where do I go and change my pad? Okay, even if I change my pad, do I even have water to wash my hand properly? So you might say, okay, let me just wear this pad like that for a longer period of time, and that is risking yourself. So it's very important that not only do they have water, right, to wash themselves, and also the products to use to change when they need to change, they also need safe places that are private, so men are not coming to look at you, what are you doing inside there, to actually change their pads. If structures like this are put in place, I believe that women will have very safe and clean menstrual periods.
Before I let you go, your final words to women and girls on how to stay healthy and stay clean during their menstrual period.
My final words would be to, like I've said earlier, first of all, please use pad. Don't use tissue. If you don't have pad, ask somebody. Literally, like it's safer to actually go and beg, like I need money to buy pad, than to use things that would actually cause harm in the long run. Because you see women that come and they have infertility. You can trace it to an infection they had in the past that wasn't treated, that you probably wouldn't even know that you have an infection. Do you get? And then it becomes something bigger. So it's very important that you use good sanitary product, even if it's not a pad, a tampon, or if you can afford a menstrual cup, you get, use it. And also, please take your bath. Water is not your enemy. Wash your hands before you change whatever you want to change, and take your bath as much as possible during your period.
Wow, we have heard it all from Dr. Kosi. She has advised us on how to stay healthy during our menstrual period for women and girls. Thank you so much, Dr. Kosi, for taking our time to give us this wonderful information on how to stay healthy. We do really appreciate your time.
Thank you once again.
All right. Yes, she has told us all. And please, let's ensure we take care of ourselves, because our health is very important to us. Now we're going to go on this quick break. When we return, the program continues. Stay with us, please.